So here's how I thought my pet spider was gonna give me smooches. The expectation. Ooh, here's the reality. Oh, I'm sorry, but this is probably the funniest thing I've ever made. Up top, it says 10-year-old me running to scoop up the spider before my mom gets the bug spray. And I'm gonna post this on Twitter, and it's gonna get 4 likes, and someone's gonna steal it and get 300,000 likes and a kiss from Barack Obama, and I'll be standing in the rain like...
You tripping, bro. You tripping.
You read the title. I had a big bug for a pet, and the people who knew me used it as the only attribute to my personality. Listen, in case you didn't know, I like Halloween. Even back when I was barely old enough to hold myself back from eating glue, I was thinking about the deluxe Halloween treasure chest toy assortment. So when it came to my favorite animal, I looked to the tier list of Halloween animals with bats, black cats, and spiders. I do not know why, but I hyperfixated on spiders when I was 13 years old and watched a whole bunch of YouTube videos about them. And it wasn't long before I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get one. See, the thing is, when it comes to spiders, most people are irrational about them, but when it came to me, I was scared, yeah, terrified. But my fear was mixed with love. Some said the two of us wouldn't work, but people said pineapples on pizza wouldn't work out either, and oh look, a class favorite. I wanted a tarantula. I don't know why, but I wanted one, and I was gonna get one. And I had no idea what I was expecting, but it sure wasn't this. So here's what happened. Our moldy blue ball in space mob spawned a little over 1,000 species of tarantulas, but there are only 2 sold at Petco. I had the choice between the rose hair and the pink-toed tarantula. The pink toe was said to be more active and jump, so I got the rose-haired. After I bought all the supplies for it, I called Petco and they told me they had a creepy crawly for sale for $5. After the Petco guy stopped sweating and shaking trying to move my sweet child into his Petco Happy Meal box, I gave them my money, bought some crickets, and left. I went home, took Booger out of the box, and watched him through the glass. Yes, I named him Booger. What else was I supposed to call him? Mark? We didn't play fetch, but we did go on walks. I think I was blessed by the tarantula gods, because most people with nocturnal pets say their little guy just hangs out in their little hidey hole and never comes out. My Booger, on the other hand, took himself for a walk promptly at sundown. I had a stick in there. I picked up a stick and put a stick in there. He climbed the stick, and from the stick, he'd get to the top of the tank, and I'd lift the mesh top and hold out my hand. He'd just crawl on. And you bet I was there, because if I wasn't there, Peter Parker here would start climbing on the mesh top upside down to the other side of the tank. And this sent me into conniptions, because tarantulas aren't that durable. If they fall from the distance of a single foot, they, don't live anymore. Holding them is actually really easy. You just move your hand in front of the other, unless they do not like your hand, and then they move around it, up your arm, to your elbow, and before you know it, you're crouched down with a tarantula on your back. Let me say that again for those in the back. I had a spider the size of a big spider on my back. I was immobilized. So I'm sitting there like,
no, stop! What are you doing? What are you doing?
Without visuals on Booger, and I'm afraid if I move my arm, I might squish him or something. I ended up screaming for my brother from across the house, and he had to guide me where Booger was so I could scoop him up and poop him back in his little fishbowl. Well, besides that, he was in safe hands. Well, except that one time I was holding him and he had the Taco Bell runs, and he laid one out in my palm. Yeah, I can't explain it any further than I can't watch this video comfortably anymore. And I was close to going whoop, but I didn't. I was just running to his tank going, oh, sweetie pie, they're probably more scared of you than you are of it, and their fangs are small enough that they can't even penetrate the skin. Well, tarantulas are kaiju spiders, fangs full of venom so they can melt their prey's organs and slurp them up like boba tea balls. If they're angry, they are gonna get you. No, their bite isn't that bad, and their venom can't hurt you. But people are irrationally scared of baby spiders. Well, these are like baby spiders, but the Clifford of baby spiders. Here's our little encounter that needed 2 Tylenol and I Spy Spooky Mansion long play to calm me down. I've seen Booger use his pointy teeth to hang onto the conniption-inducing mesh top, and I thought, oh, that's neat, and went back to playing Wizard 101. Well, one day I'm holding out my hand for him, and if his spider buddies were around, he'd be all like,
check this out.
Because he slowly, so slowly, starts opening his mouth, retracting his fangs, and pressing them on my finger. And I said, oh, he's giving me a little kiss. Nah, I'm just kidding. I said, pat myself on the back for not moving though, because I did not want him to fall. The rest of me was shutting down while my hands were iron. He said, yo, it's just a prank, and moved along without biting me, and I understood and didn't give it any thought. We were a happy little family.
And then they died.
Well, I was okay, but turns out he hated his skeleton and tried taking it off. But no matter how many rice cookers and steaming pots of water I brought into my room, he couldn't break free. He died trying to molt, which is a common way these angels leave us. I sat in my swampy room and cried, and my sweet baby was added to the Harambe meme. These goobers are something else. During my deep dive in the world of 8-legged pet puppies, I ran into a couple of videos with the title Package Arrived Tarantula Unboxing, and I've never been clickbaited so hard in my life. How does this community typically transport spiders? Is it? Hey, I'm just telling you. They wrap them up in toilet paper and stuff them in a cup, and they send them in the mail. Look at this! No food, no water, just toilet paper cave. Man, WWE gonna get you guys. Thank you for watching. My last video got some attention, and I was red in the cheeks with all the nice things you guys said about it. Subscribe if you haven't so I can reach more people and show them this video of a guy letting the world's largest tarantula crawl on his back. It hisses when it moves and it's the size of a dinner plate. Anywho, I'm just gonna leave this here and go now. Bye.